myself first. Um, I'm a graduate student and I'm doing science research at my university, such as weather, rain, cloud, like that. And I have a lot of opportunities to have science presentation. And always I'm taking care to do two things. And they are my tips for having good science presentation. And today I want to share them with you guys, everybody. Of course, I know some of you guys are not interested, are not familiar with science presentation because you might think, oh, I don't want, because I don't have any opportunities to have such as science presentation. I know. But however, my tips are very important for you guys too in real conversation. I will explain later. And only two tips, only two things. It's not a big deal. Let's go. Okay, as I said, there are two tips for having good science presentation. The first one is not to use ambiguous, obscure word, and but to use clear word. And the second one is not to use difficult word, but to use easy and understandable words. By the way, what is the purpose or what is the goal of having science presentation? Have a guess. For me, science presentation's purpose is to convey your research's importance to people and to get reward as money or as good promotion or as good position. It's like science presentation is like a negotiation for money. And regarding this purpose, regarding this goal, they are very helpful to you. Okay, let's talk about that. From the first tip, not to use ambiguous words, but to use clear words. Even scientists sometimes say use ambiguous words like many, much, a little, or probably, maybe, might be. But if you use these kinds of ambiguous words, people can understand how many, how much, how little, how probable, how critical. But these kinds of words, these kinds of information is very important. For example, like I used to work as a weather forecaster, by the way, and if you see me on a TV program on forecasting weather, and if I say like maybe around there it might get a little heavy rain, maybe tomorrow, does it make sense? Of course not, because it's very ambiguous, obscure. And maybe people will never see me again. And I will lose my audience. And I can't get reward. In this case, this science presentation is Sapporo, it is 80% to get heavy rain with 50 to 60 millimeters in the early afternoon. So I would recommend you to take your umbrella when you go out to get some lunch. It's very clear and helpful to people to prevent from getting wet by heavy rain. So, people, you like me, and you will see me again on TV, and I can get reward. In this case, this science presentation is successful. And this is the first purpose. So let's go into the second part. Not purpose. Let's go into the second tip. Okay, easy word. Always, audiences like you, audiences are not professional or not familiar with your research. So even though you don't think it's not super difficult word, but sometimes for people, some words are very difficult to people. So if you don't pay attention, what's gonna happen? People can't understand you. Okay, let's go again in weather forecasting. If I say the upper cold air masses accompanied by low pressure system is coming from the polar region, and on the other hand, warm and humid air mass is coming from the south, associated with high pressure systems over the Pacific Ocean. And those two different kind of air masses cause convection to produce heavy shower. You're gonna be like this. Who the hell are you? Like this. So you know, this science presentation is failure, but so this is a second tip, easy one. So let me go over the point. Science presentation has a purpose to get reward, as a money or as a good promotion. Regarding this purpose or goal, there are two tips. Not to use ambiguous word, but to use clear word, and not to use difficult word, but to use easy word. In general, these two tips are very helpful and common sense. Everybody say it in our field, like academic research or business industry. But as I said, it's not confined only in academic research or business industry. They are important for you guys too, everybody. Why? Why is it important for you guys? Because real conversation is same as science presentation. Because real conversation is a kind of negotiation. Let's think, when do you talk to people? When do you talk with people? It's when you want something. Sometimes you want help. Sometimes you want make people laugh for you. But if you forget these tips and if you fail to convey how pinched you are, or if you fail to convey how funny your story is, if you fail it, people will not help you. People will not make laugh for you. So, in this sense, there are two tips and very important for you guys. And furthermore, there is a big reason why they are very important. Why? Because it's helpful to make you understand yourself. Because when people do use ambiguous word or difficult word, that person don't understand what you want to say, because that person's opinion is ambiguous and opinion is complicated, difficult. This is why that person use ambiguous and a difficult word. But that person don't understand yourself. You are not sure. But how can you make people understand even though you don't understand? Right? This is why they are very important for making you understand yourself too. Okay, this is my message. And please, first, make your opinion clear, and translate that opinion to clear word and talk clearly. So my message is think clearly and talk clearly. This is my message. And in this competition, if you have or if you feel like, oh, this competition was good, I got good feedback and it works for me. If you feel that, maybe you won't share this story of competition with your friends. And while doing that, please remember my story. And first, make your opinion clear. Why is it work for you? Why does it work for you? Why important? Make it clear and translate to clear word and talk to your friend clearly. If you are a good presenter, maybe your friends say to you, oh, I want to join spec. Okay, just try. That's all for today. Thank you very much.